Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back here at the public forum at the group exhibit Hydrogen, Fuel Cells and Batteries. We're here at the Hanover Fairground. I invite you all to come and have a seat. There's a lovely lady. She's walking around and serving you with complimentary drinks. Also at this moment, I would like to say hello and good afternoon to all our online guests. We are live streaming from the fair and having all international visitors tuned in at this moment. The topic today will be PowerCell's fuel cell stacks and systems for stationary and transportation applications. But this is not only the topic, we'll also make a big announcement here. I will not reveal too much information at this moment, but you will hear that in a few minutes' time. My name is Mona and I'll be your moderator. So please welcome with me on stage our speaker, Mr. Wassén, CEO of PowerCell. Big hands, please.
Hello, Mona.
Hello.
Thank you.
Please have a seat. So, PowerCell is a well-known guest to the fair. We've seen the faces all around, and it is always worth to mention your, let's say, quite different background. So, for those of you who don't know, what is the actual company doing?
Yes, the background is that we are a spin-out, an industrial spin-out from the Volvo Group. So we started to investigate and develop fuel cell stacks. So in 2008, we decided to set a separate company. So we took all the IPs, we took the people who worked with this within the Volvo Group and started a brand new company, PowerCell. And we are today developing both fuel cell stacks, but we also work with a diesel reformer, because when we started, we concluded that it was lack of hydrogen. We didn't have the infrastructure in place. We needed some sort of fuel, and as we came from the Volvo Group with the Volvo trucks, buses, etc., we said that diesel is available all over the world. So we reform diesel into hydrogen, and in that way we don't need infrastructure and we don't need any tanks on board on the vehicle.
Exactly. So it is a spin-off company. So it started all with research and development, and now it's an actual company. So you mentioned that you're making fuel cells. What type of fuel cell technology are you using?
We are working with modular fuel cell platforms. That means that we were working with a PM technology, because we believe that high volumes will come there because of the automotive industry will work with that. And we have 3 different platforms. We have an S1 platform, 1 to 5 kilowatt. We have an S2 platform, 5 to 25 kilowatt, and we are developing the S3 platform up to 100 kilowatt. And all of those are possible to use in different customer applications.
And those are all PEM fuel cells?
All of them use the same PEM technology, and we capitalize to have a system with different platforms and scalability.
So PEM fuel cells are most likely used with low temperature, whereas solid oxide fuel cells, SOFC, are used for high temperature. And so I would like to know, where do we use the products you mentioned, S1, S2 and S3? What systems are they applicable?
The S1 and S2 can work with reform gas. That means that it can be gas reformed from methanol, ethanol. And the S1 is mainly for household or backup system, EPS system. The S2 we use in the automotive as a range extender, but we also use it for bigger households. And the S3 is for application mainly for automotive, but we capitalize on it, and we will use it also in wind power station. Wind power station where we store hydrogen when it's very windy, and when a day when it's not windy, we use that hydrogen into the S3 stack.
So the fuel that goes into your cell can be all different types, from diesel to wind and to solar energy?
We have focused to convert diesel or reform diesel to hydrogen, and that is the unit what we call the power pack, and that is a B prototype. We are testing that in different telecom stations around the world, right now in Johannesburg and in Sweden, but we also use it together with trucks and thermal transports.
Is there a reason why in Johannesburg, South Africa?
Yes, in Africa there is a lack of infrastructure of the net. That means around 200,000 to 300,000 stations are standalone off-grid stations, and all of them are running with big diesel engines, which are polluting and destroying the environment. So if they can be replaced with our fuel cell stack, the climate will be more healthy also in Africa.
So that would be as clean as it can be approached.
Yes, what we do right now is that we have concluded that the PowerCell or the power pack, which are used with diesel, that's a unit with 3 kilowatt approximately. That is for typical telecom stations. However, we see limitations in the diesel quality. We can operate where we have the standard US or European diesel, but we have problems when we went into different parts in Africa where the sulfur is too high.
And I know that PowerCell has made development and a very important involvement with a European project. So could you please tell us more about this project?
Yeah, we have been involved in a lot of different European-funded projects, but what you're referring to is especially the AutoStack. AutoStack consists of a consortium of different suppliers, but also end customers, and the end customers are BMW, Volkswagen, and the Volvo Group. And we are the stack producer there, but we also work very much together with other partners.
So what plans are there for the next couple of years?
I mean, our intention is to be an independent stack supplier to the automotive, but also capitalize to use the same stack for wind power stations.
Okay, so now I think it's time to introduce something new. I feel honored together with you to make a big announcement here. So the fair has been going quite well for you, and now I would like to know, so what happened yesterday?
Yesterday, we signed an MOU, Memorandum of Understanding, with the Swiss Hydrogen that we together have the opportunity to offer not only fuel cell stack, we can also offer complete systems.
So we would like to know. I would like to know more about that. So. Is the representative Mr. Alexander Klose from the Swiss Hydrogen Association? Please come on stage.
Hello.
So could you please give us a brief introduction on what you do?
So Swiss Hydrogen is a spin-off company not from Volvo but from Swatch Group, a watchmaking company. We've been developing fuel cell systems for about 7 years, and since July last year we are now independent from Swatch Group. And we've been developing fuel cell system for range extender for different types of vehicle. I have the pleasure to drive every day a Fiat Cinquecento, which has been turned into electric with a 10 kilowatt range extender. I've done more than 100,000 kilometers with it now, so it works well, I can tell you. And now, together with PowerCell, we are developing a 100 kilowatt range extender. So we designed the complete system around the PowerCell stack, 100 kilowatt stack. So we select the best-in-class components, air compressor, a humidifier, and we do the complete design and complete control of the fuel cell system. So this 100 kilowatt range extender can be applied for trucks, for buses, and for different heavy-duty vehicles that will want to move towards hydrogen propulsion.
So how will these synergy effects will be used? How will that affect the whole hydrogen industry?
Well, we can be much quicker to deliver the customer, because usually if it's an OEM and he receives a stack, he has to design the whole system himself. Whereas if we could only sell components, it wouldn't work. We definitely need the stack. So now we can offer to the customer a complete solution. Basically plug and play, so he plugs the electricity, the electric cables, and the cooling system to the radiator, and the hydrogen line from the tanks, and that's it. He can drive.
Did you drive all the way here from Switzerland?
Not this time, no, but I drove all the way down to Grenoble, to Milano, to different places with the Fiat. We're still missing hydrogen infrastructure, so it's not yet possible to drive all the way to Hanover, but maybe next year.
And did you make your arrangement here on the Hanover Fair? Where was the first time you were in contact?
No, it was not the first time. Obviously, we've been discussing for quite a while. We started to work already. If you go to the PowerCell booth on the little screen, you can see at the end of the PowerCell presentation, it shows the Swiss hydrogen system at the end. So obviously, we've been working on it for several months now.
So are there any questions from the audience at this time? Yes, you may ask questions. You can easily raise your hand for that, and I'll be coming down to you.
So I have a basic question for you, that why would you want to convert diesel to hydrogen and then use it?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
Yeah, my question is that why would you want to convert diesel to hydrogen and then use it? Do you get my question?
So the question is, why would one want to convert diesel and then use it for then use hydrogen?
Two reasons. There is lack of hydrogen today. However, we see this product as a bridge to the hydrogen society. So in the end, we will only have fuel cell stack. But in the meantime, we use diesel because diesel is available around the globe. We use it and we reform it to hydrogen, and then we put it into the fuel cell stack. The reason behind this is that the efficiency of the fuel cell stack is much higher than a traditional diesel engine. So after 2 years running time, you have a payoff of this product. So that's the reason, the driving force, why many see this as a product replacing old diesel engines with a product, and you reduce the consumption of diesel.
Is there any other question from the audience? This is not the case at this time, but I'm pretty sure there will be more questions. Also, maybe some congratulations. I'm happy that we were all on stage here. We made a big announcement here. And so once again, please give a big hand, one for Mr. Per Wassén from PowerCell, and also for Alexander Klose from Swiss Hydrogen. Big hands, please.
Thank you. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Please stay seated for our upcoming discussion that will be in only 5 minutes' time. We'll talk about fuel cell partnerships in China. And for that, we'll hear representative of the PowerCell. We will hear the General Manager, Wolfgang Chen. So please stay seated for only in 5 minutes' time. You can have another coffee. Thank you very much.